Hi, I'm Liz with Simply Delicious Baking, and in this video we are making intoxicatingly delicious bourbon sweet potato pie. Now folks, let me tell you, this recipe is wonderful for fall. It's also absolutely perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yes, do not be afraid to add a little boozy bliss to those dessert tables on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas. Now folks, this is the simplest, I said the simplest of sweet potato pie recipes with just a tipsy twist of bourbon. So let's bake some up. Wait, but first, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Now let's bake. Before we get started baking, I wanted to say, if you can use baked sweet potatoes instead of sweet potatoes that have been boiled, use baked sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes that have been boiled can produce a runny filling and a soggy crust, which none of us are interested in. So, let's bake. For our boozy sweet potato pie, you are going to need 1 1/2 cups of mashed sweet potatoes. You can use a little bit more than that. 1 cup of honey, 2 eggs beaten, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter melted, 1 1/2 to 3 tablespoons of bourbon, 2 traditional 9-inch pie shells. Ooh, hi. Sorry to interrupt, but I have 2 things to say that I think are really relevant to this recipe. Number 1, this is a shallow pie, so use a traditional pie crust if you can, as opposed to a deep dish pie crust. Number 2, if you're questioning if the pie is done, remember this: jiggly, not wiggly. So when you pull your pie out of the oven, if the center of it is just a little jiggly, bingo, you're done. However, if your pie is wiggly and wavy across the pie, that sucker is not done and back in the oven for you. So, sorry to interrupt the video. Now, back to the video. Now, to make our boozy bourbon sweet potato pie, we are going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees. Next, to our 1.5 cups of mashed sweet potatoes, let's add 1 cup of honey, 2 beaten eggs, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter melted, and 1 1/2 to 3 tablespoons of bourbon. Whisk these together well. After you've whisked them together, you will then pour your batter into 2 traditional 9-inch pie shells. Next, you're going to place them in your 450 degree oven for 10 minutes. Then, you're going to reduce the heat to 350 degrees and bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Have mercy, y'all. So good. So velvety smooth. And that bourbon just gives this pie an extra depth of flavor. Like I said, perfect for fall. It's perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's also perfect for breakfast, lunch, midnight snacking, so on and so on. I really hope y'all enjoy this as much as my neighbors and I have. And I hope you'll subscribe and like this video and leave a comment. Happy baking.